Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. We are going to talk about the Clinton body count today. It's a lot bigger than some of you may think, and we have a different twist to it. So make sure you stay tuned because we will not let you down. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Too Strong, where Too Strong is always better than one. My name is Corey, and next to me is my main man, downtown Marlon Brown. Baby, what's happening with you downtown?
I'm napped and
Oh, that's what's up with you.
I am napped and ready, man. I am napped.
Man, I had a good
Woo.
one too, man. I my son called me and he had me on the phone talking, telling me some of his plans. I'm really proud of him. And then my daughter was like, "Man, my kids is going crazy here. Not crazy, but my daughter said, Daddy, let's go look at burnt, put some stuff on the grill, some wood on the grill, and look at the stars and talk about some things." But really, she had some stuff she wanted to talk to me about. Really proud of her. Really, really, really proud of her. That young lady's growing up. And I made a mistake and worked all night. And I looked up, my wife was getting ready for work. I'm like, what happened? So I finally got some sleep, man. So I'm energized and feeling good. So hey, maybe I needed some sleep so we can really dig into this topic because this is a big one, man.
This is a
I
big one.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, and I really want to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So we are in there. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. Listen, everybody, and we did this for a reason. That is on Facebook. So what we decided to do is we are going to I think we're pretty much going to leave Facebook at least for right now. At least for right now, we are leaving Facebook. So anybody that's watching Facebook or is watching it late and coming back to listen to it, this video is going to be cut short, and we are going to strictly go to YouTube for right now. So the way to find us on YouTube is the number 2 and strong. And if that don't work, put in Too Strong Oprah Winfrey. Put
Yeah.
in Too Strong Bob Saget, and that'll help us pop up. Too Strong Oprah Winfrey or Too Strong Bob Saget. And when I say Too Strong, it's the number 2 and strong. Too Strong.
Separated.
And yeah, Too Strong, two separate words. And meet us over in YouTube. So we're not gonna spend much time here. And plus, I think YouTube is starting to do some band stuff with us and all this different
Yeah,
stuff.
they messing with everything we do, and like
Yeah,
everything's muted here and muted there. It's like
yeah, it's
on
weird.
McDonald's farm.
And then they blocked my channel or put me on some kind of this is my first time being in that Facebook jail, whatever that stuff is called, but all all over what's the name, those what's some cats called, the Hebrew Israelites. They said that they are a protected group. Listen, Joe, I don't understand this. How did the Hebrew Israelites become, I mean, technically speaking, how did anybody become a
Well,
protected group?
protected group. Yeah.
Like a protected group, what is that? That's like, so the other groups are no good, or no? I mean, what? I mean,
You
anyway.
know who ain't protected? You know who ain't protected? Christians. Christians ain't
Yeah.
protected at all. We're the only unprotected group. Like, dang. All right.
Oh man, it makes you wonder, right?
Okay.
So listen, we are going to be leaving Facebook, and I'm talking about like right now, so we can get on with the show. Let me see, remove. Oops, not delete, just remove. Okay, and then
Tom says rookie, first time in Facebook jail.
Tom is crazy.
Sorry, man, we can't keep up with the big dogs like you. All right,
No, Marlon, you're a big dog. You've been kicked off of Facebook plenty of times.
I've been
You,
deleted.
you've
I've been
been you've been
deleted.
you've been booted off of every social media platform that's known to man.
Jeez, I got deleted.
All right, so let's get in there, y'all, because we got some people that's coming waiting for us to talk about what we came here to talk about. So let's get to it, man. What do you got on? Where do you want to start at, man?
Well, okay, so I did a list of me. Hold on, let me count my names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 names. Okay, um, technically 7. The list is about unconfirmed. Confirmed is about 120, 130. okay, names, all with complete links to the Clintons, um, but no specific accreditation to them being behind the ending of life. However, some of the deaths are kind of like, yeah, okay. So one in particular that I want to start with is a man called Mark Middleton. He's the most recent. Um, Mark Middleton was recently found dead. He was in charge of the White House and allowing people in and out. And ironically, he was behind Jeffrey Epstein visiting the White House about 7 times. 7 times. Epstein visiting Bill Clinton 7 times. Not just any White House, Bill Clinton. Well, he was recently found, and I'm going to say it like this because I'm still confused how a human being could do this by himself. So apparently he was found with in a tree, hanging by his neck, with some very cheap extension cord and a shotgun shot to his chest. So what they say happened was he what they say happened was he set up the system to get into the tree, tied himself with the cord, and had the shotgun, shot himself in the chest, and hanged himself at the same time. I have very long arms. Like, they're really long, right? Really long. Extremely long. Like, I'm 6'1", and my arm span is 6'4.5".
Oh man, you got them
Okay?
gorilla arms.
So they're long. I don't think I could do that by myself.
Come on, man. Yes, you can.
I mean, you gotta, okay, so you remember you have to hold a gun and extend it while having it tied, and, okay, so that's how he died. And now they're trying to sequester all the information about what exactly took place. Okay? The tying in is that he had an official ledger of what exactly took place in the meetings with Epstein.
Mm.
The theory is that he got a little bit skittish and was going to be dumping, and he got nuked.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
I want to hold on. I want to talk about what I think the relevance behind the way that happened. So, in hindsight, we might say, "Well, that was stupid. Why did they do it like that?" What did Tom say? You know, I got to see what Tom said. What did Tom say? Put that back up there. Why they do it like that? Merlin, he pulled the trigger with his toe. Tom, you know, what's something wrong with Tom. Tom got problems, y'all. But in hindsight, we would think that we would be quick to call them whoever came up with the way to do that, and then say that, you know, how it happened. That just sounds stupid. But we got to remember that these people are veterans at this kind of stuff. This is nothing new to them. They've been doing this. So and the people that they are hiring to do these things are veterans at this stuff. Is nothing new to them either. And the reason why I believe, because I don't know because I wasn't there, but I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I believe that the reason they did it like that is to send a message. And the message is, if you mess with us, we will off you. And then we will
make
say
it look like an accident.
anything. No, more than that, though, bro. We will get our say anything on, like, they might find you shot and say you got hit by a train. And so the message is, okay, and what? Do you see how we just made up a dumb story and you still can't do nothing about it? So, you know, I mean, that's what I get from it.
It's odd that you'd say it like that. It's very odd that you'd have that take, because the next person on our list
That's the point.
is a man named Todd McKinnon. Okay, Todd McKinnon was a ATF agent.
Oh man.
Yeah, but he was a former bodyguard for Mr. Clinton during the time of his days in the White House. Him and about 4 other ATF agents were all bodyguards for Clinton. They subsequently left the White House and went to work for the ATF in Dallas. Okay.
Oh, he definitely had to go.
So what happened. So you remember the Branch Davidian situation where they had that shootout at the Branch Davidian complex? Well, apparently, none of the people that were ended at that event had the kind of guns that they people that are ATF agents died with. But they were ironically executed, or sorry, they were found dead in the facility after the raid happened. All of them, all three that were found, the ATF agents, all had a gunshot wound to the left temple.
Mm.
But none of the people on the complex that were raided had that kind of gun, but they claimed it attributed to the Branch Davidian people.
I wonder what's the symbolism behind the left temple.
I tried finding to see if there was something behind it, and I
The
haven't been
left-
able to run that down the hole yet. I'm sure there is. I am sure there is. But I don't know what it is yet.
Maybe the guy is left-handed and he creep up behind his victims.
It could be, but they were all found next to each other.
Oh yeah.
So, and they weren't in different spots in the facility. They were all in one location.
Wow.
But
Wow.
mind you, this is all, someone else's fault.
Thanks, Real Estate News with Catherine. Thanks for all you do to educate us. We really appreciate that. Really, 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 really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. So you're going to see a pattern here, okay? And Corey mentioned it. Is the alternative story always hits before anything else pops out? And if you remember the Branch Davidian complex, it by itself was a debacle altogether. I don't believe 90% of the story that came out of there to begin with. So I have a suspicion that it was created to execute this particular plan. That's my theory on it. Okay, unsubstantiated, unproven, but if you can link something to a cult, you'll always get the effects of the cult winning over truth anyway. But you'll see a pattern here occur of the person having either dirt, a court date, or affiliation to something nefarious with these people. And then just when they have the option to go and do something about it, they go bye-bye. So that's two. Number three, John Ash. For those of you who don't know who John Ash was, he was a UN General Assembly president. He died of a heart attack. He was also involved in the Chinagate things back when Clinton was president. Do you remember Chinagate? This will sound familiar. Chinagate was when they were accused of using their influence to have China, or China was using their influence over America to have policy made to better the relationship with China in order to get China to get more ground universally. Now, as you can tell, it worked
Yes, I was
because
gonna say, well, they did a great job.
so it wasn't a lie. That was not a China gate. That was China truth. They were really trying to do that, and it worked. Well,
And it's odd they getting away with that too, man.
and they're getting away with it. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, Bush did it before him. Clinton did it. Bush after that. Obama did it. Biden's doing it. So they were involved in that, and the first real hints of it being something that they were blatantly do it came about. And John Ash was partially involved in it in '96, and he was about to go talk about it before a council. Ironically, he had a heart attack. And I didn't know if you knew this about heart attack, but I became a really good person at medical now. I'm really good at medical. I can tell you everything about heart attack. Did you know that a heart attack can crush your larynx?
Man,
Yeah. If you get a heart attack strong enough, it can break your throat, man.
what?
I didn't know that until this guy. I didn't know that a heart attack can crush your throat. I didn't understand that until um these people these people explained it to me that yeah, he had a crushed larynx. And then when that finally got leaked, they say, "Oh, it's probably because he was lifting weights."
Huh?
Yeah, they said it was a dumbbell that fell on his throat, and that's what caused the heart attack.
Mm.
Now, I've worked out before, and I'll tell you the only exercise that I could think a dumbbell falling on my throat could happen to break it, mind you. Because I know when something's falling on me, I do this, right? I don't do this. Last I checked,
No, you see what he was like. "Huh?"
but it's a dumbbell, not even the bench press.
Oh, the
It's just
dumbbell.
a dumbbell.
Okay. All right, that ain't gonna work out.
No, they're not gonna work.
Yeah.
Now, it landed enough to crush his larynx. And the crushed larynx is what invoked the heart attack. But they didn't tell you that that's what made the heart attack. They just told you that the heart attack happened when someone said, "Did he have a crushed?" Yeah, but that's because that's what caused the heart attack. So, needless to say, he couldn't talk.
Okay. Hey.
Now, mind you, crushed throat. It's a message, just like Corey said.
Yep.
You better shut up. You needed to shut up, and now you did because you wouldn't shut up.
It's just like the is it the who was that did that? It was in a couple movies where they would it was like a gangster movie. They cut your throat and pull your tongue out and how you
Columbia necktie.
yeah, it's symbolism for
Yeah,
they used to do that to snitches. When people snitch, they do that to
yeah.
them. And it's a symbol, you know what I'm saying? And it means something and it sends a message. It's in a strong message too.
That happened a lot back home in the 70s. There were people being found like that all over because the Colombian drug trade was going really big through the Caribbean.
Mhm.
And they were finding these low-level drug dealers with, and that's the only reason I knew about it because it came to term back then, they're calling it the Columbia necktie. Because they would split you from ear to ear and do that. And it was a known Colombian drug trade trick to how to kill people, and exactly for that reason. If you talk to the cops or you ratted on a drop location or something, you'd be gone, and that's how they'd leave you. So you'd leave a message for the rest of them not to say anything, unless you want to end up like Jack over there. Don't say nothing. And the Clintons have become quite proficient at it. Like you say, the fourth person is a person called Susan Coleman. Susan Coleman was one of his mistresses, had an affair with Mr. Clinton, and she was found shot, a gunshot wound, not suicide again, suicide, gunshot wound, but to the back of the head. Um, I keep trying to. If I'm going to end myself, why would I take the most complicated method ever possible? A string from a tree and shot. Now
Right,
I'm going to
right.
shoot myself in the
Yeah,
back of my
right.
head.
Yeah, why even go through all that? Just kill yourself and be done.
Like in the back of the head, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that one. I think that one was on Hillary. I think Hillary made that one. I think Hillary is the one with behind. She's been notorious for going after the females in the problematic areas.
I'm gonna ask you an opinion on something. Do you think that either one of them literally did any of these themselves?
I wouldn't put it. Okay, I wouldn't put it past Hillary.
Yeah,
that 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 woman. She.
yeah, Hillary is I can see old Bill saying, "Take care of it,"
Mm-hmm.
and Hillary going in. That Hillary is something. She's something, but
she different. She different. Now I look. I couldn't see Bill doing it because he seemed too weak. I could see him getting somebody to do it,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
think if anybody's wearing the pants and has the balls, it would be her.
Of course, it's her.
I could definitely see her sitting in a seat waiting on you to get in the house, and she's sitting there like George Soros waiting on you and just end you. I could see that no problem, no problem.
No, she come out the dark. It's dark, and then
Just
she come
step
out.
out with that Jedi looking face. Welcome to the dark
Well,
side.
she had Hillary's her grandfather or something was a big time killer or something, wasn't he?
I forget his name.
Yeah, she got a family history of of being that way. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't just decide to be like this. She came up in this. So Bill just kind of stepped into it, but he was grimy too.
Oh, he was, yeah, he been grimy.
Yeah, he been
He,
grimy like way back in the day, raping women. In fact, I told you I interviewed a lady that he raped, and I need to reach back out to her and see if we can get her again since we got too strong because it'd be very very interesting talking about it.
yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
In fact, Mar, I interviewed two ladies that he raped, two, and they all had like graphic details of how he did it and the whole 9 yards.
So I got two names, but three names, but the one name is an honorable mention. He's an honorable mention only because there was a lawsuit involved in his name, and there was money paid out. And so I'm going to leave that one, even though we may know, all of us will know it once I say his name. You'll know exactly all the things behind it. Okay. And that person is Seth Rich. Okay. He's one of the more obvious ones that they couldn't really hide behind a suicide narrative. So they hid it behind a robbery narrative. He's the honorable mention one because the other two, I consider them bigger, way bigger in the grand scheme of what happened. Number one is Ron Brown. Ron Brown started off as the RNC, the DNC chairman, um, back in the day, 93, I think, 90, well, 91, 70, in the 70s. And then he became the Secretary of Commerce for Clinton in 93. Um, he was going to be organizing a meeting in Vietnam on behalf of Clinton, and he had uh, been called to testify about it because there was some shady dealings going on that linked him with the Vietnam government, the communists, and Clinton. Ironically, on his way to a meeting via plane, it crashed. Um, and of course, him and about 15, 20 other people died in the plane crash. But there was something odd about his body in particular. Um, there was a, a, a dent in the top of his head, just the top of his head. He's the only one um, that was a severe source of head trauma, but they ruled it as, oh, that's nothing. That couldn't have caused the death. It was the plane crash that caused his death. Don't look at that. That's just a side effect. Look at the rest of now. This is not the first time. It wouldn't have been the first time, and it wasn't the last time that the government used a whole bunch of other people to take out one person that they wanted gone. Um, One example is the 3,000 souls they sacrificed for war in uh, Middle East. But that's a whole separate conspiracy theory altogether. I bet.
These people that make so much money. What do you think that their connection is to MS-13?
Oh, I have no doubt that the cartels, especially with MS-13, is a linchpin for doing what they have been trying to do, which is replace the American public. If they can, well, because they use fear, right? If I'm going to use fear to tackle the things I want tackled, I have to be able to make you unaware of what, if I'm behind it or if I'm not behind it, one. And if I am behind it, then you should know that you should be afraid of me as well as the people I have running.
That's right.
Okay, so now if you don't do what I say, I can just let them go if you want.
And, and then you got to understand this how these high level gangsters operate. They don't mind you knowing who they connected with.
Hmm.
And in fact, it's of more benefit that you do know because what it does is it lets you know if you come after me, then you're gonna get taken care of regardless. It's just that simple. Anybody of that status know that if you go after the person, if you go after the head man, you and your family will catch it. Y'all gonna catch it. Those are the rules, and they're gonna make sure you do because somebody got to take over from that point, and whoever take over from that point need people to know that he's protected. So if you do something to the top dog, believe me, they still gonna jump it. It don't stop right there. And
Hmm.
so that's why they don't mind that you know that who they connected to and all this different stuff. And that's why they so hell bent on keeping the borders open, keeping the borders open. Because why? What would make you so interested in keeping a border open? And then you got people like it's so crazy to me. And it's like, how do you convince that many people that you should keep the border open. What is that? But
Hmm.
these same people lock their doors at night
And they got gated communities.
and guns, and they want you. It's like, come on, man. Where is the basic logical common sense here? No, we shouldn't put up a wall. This is a free country.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, you're right. Don't put up the wall. All right. Don't close your doors at night either. You know what I'm saying? And when I did the research, I don't have the numbers right in my head, but it cost the amount of money when Trump was trying to put that border up, the amount of money that it cost, we spend that much money a year on securing the border, right? And if you break that down, so the border would have paid for itself. Okay, let's be sarcastic and say the border would have took all in all 5 years to pay. It takes 6 years to pay off a car.
Hmm.
5 years. But I'm telling you, that border would have paid for the border wall would have paid for itself within the first year or two. But how did you convince this many people that is wrong to protect your country from people coming in? And this is what we have. It's a result that we got now. This whole country is infested with drugs. I mean, like literally right now. I'm talking about infested so bad, it's unreal. And I'm telling you what I know for a fact. When Trump was in office, right? It was so hard to get your hands on certain drugs. And when you did, the price was sky high. The price for all these drugs has dropped down like over 50% now. And I'm telling you what I know, over 50%. And it's everywhere. People are just dying, it's going crazy. And you think that the open border don't have nothing to do with that? And if it do have something to do with that, do you think that they don't know this? They know. So they are going crazy with this thing.
You know, it's
Yeah.
odd that you mentioned the drug culture because that's exactly what he was guilty of as Arkansas governor, was drug running, using the airport in Arkansas for drug running. Now that was a big deal
Right.
before he became. That's why people thought he was not even going to be a good candidate because of the drug running thing that happened. And of course, there are people that disappeared then that had information about the drug running. Now I see people mention Haiti. The reason I did not mention Haiti because if you did go into Haiti, you're adding another 100,000 bodies to the count.
Wow.
The reason I say 100,000, I'm not talking about you add about 5 people in the government, okay, 2 heads of state especially that died after the fact when they were bringing lawsuits. But if you add the amount of people that lost their life because of the money they took that was supposed to go to rebuilding because they starved and didn't have a place to live, you're looking at thousands of people, okay, easily thousands of people. So Haiti is a whole nother. When I say it's a whole different program, if we were to tackle the topic of Haiti, you are looking at a show by itself because it's a whole lot of info just on that topic alone. And I know it firsthand because I was still in the Caribbean when all that happened. And we got first time, real time information because there were either people fleeing Haiti and coming to our island and telling us exactly what they saw. Not the news, not CNN, not BBC. We had people leaving Haiti, running from Haiti because of what was happening to come and tell us everything that was happening there. So that will be a whole different show altogether. That's why I didn't bring them up. But the last person that I wanted to touch on, and people are you're going to say that well, that death didn't happen. Is JFK Jr. That is. Um, he died in 1999. Okay, and he was flying. Him, wife, children, stuff like that. Sister. So crashed. Couldn't find him. Couldn't, but they found the plane. The weird thing is, he had kind of threw up in the air that he was going to be running for a senator spot. Okay, and then crash happens. And as soon as the crash happens, you're talking about a day later. The news came out saying, "Oh, it was the weather that did it." They haven't found the plane yet, mind you. No info about anything. They just said the weather was really bad that morning, and that's why the plane went down. So we can't really, this is nothing that needs to be researched. There's no need to investigate this. It's a natural disaster. It's such a tragedy too. Ironically, in 2000, Hillary Clinton becomes a member of the Senate. just so happens that the pathway, that the place that he was going to go for, she gets.
And of course, Martin Luther King. I mean, not Martin Luther King. Well, probably him too, but um, all these people are still alive. Everybody, they can't die. You know, Elvis. You know,
If
Michael Jackson.
if JFK is alive, awesome. Is he?
Right.
No, they didn't find the body. Okay, I'll give you that. I'm gonna give you that. They didn't find him, but that doesn't tell me that he's alive.
No, that doesn't.
I'm not gonna say that that's what he is. I just know
I'm
they
gonna
didn't
be
find what
honest.
they needed to find.
I'm being honest with you, Marilyn. I'm willing to bet he is, and he's dead. Here's why. Do you think that he would be? I'm not gonna say he could be quiet for this long, okay? Because the answer is yes, yes, he could. But could you imagine him wanting to be quiet for this many years? There would have been a perfect time for him to come out when all this Trump stuff was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, there were multiple rumors that he was going to pop up, and nothing. All this stuff. Oh, let's watch because today is today. He's going to pop up. He didn't do it last time because what had happened was, and he gonna pop up this time. So it's like he just keep all these supposed pop ups, and I don't know what the purpose of continuing to hide when it's already multiple rumors that you are alive and they know who and allegedly know who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and or who you faking to be and where you at and all this stuff. It just don't make sense. So I got to go with he's dead. Um I would like to hear, or we would like to hear, what you all got to say about that, or the other things in the body counts and all that. What is your thoughts? Hopefully, if we can get this system working today, so, y'all know how they go. Sometimes it will. Sometimes you feel like you work. Sometimes you don't. So let's put the number up and see if we can take a few calls and get your thoughts on this. One thing I want to know is, and I really do want to know is, do you believe that JFK Jr. is alive? And if you do, why? Hello, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello. Uh-oh. You didn't think we was gonna answer, huh? Uh-huh. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Corey?
Hello. This is Corey. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm always excited when I get on here. There was a documentary on YouTube several years ago. I don't know if it's still on there, but it was a Clinton documentary, and it was like about 200 people that were killed. I mean, people in the highway patrol, all kinds of people. That's clear back to Vince Foster, that was one of Hillary's law partners. He was found in a park, and the DC Park Police took care of that. But his brains were blown out, but there was no brains on the leaves, no blood, so they knew he was killed somewhere else and brought there. But that's how they shut that down.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And if you don't know this, she is a legitimate practicing witch from a coven in LA.
Ah, so he the real witch.
She's a real witch, and so is Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
but the guy, I can't remember his name.
That I can't believe.
Cancer, but he was the one that groomed Clinton to be president, and he walked him all through all this. And he said once a month she would leave and go to LA for a week, and that she flat out just told him, yes, it's a certain coven out there.
You know what I'm starting to wonder, if Nancy Pelosi, we got to dig into her, man, because she just something. That Nancy Pelosi, man.
I mean, we digged into her financials, but I think
but I'm
there
talking
might
about
be more.
Yeah, man, she looked straight up like a witch. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't even hide it.
Alcoholic, but her dad and Hillary's dad were both mafia.
Yeah. Well, and they taught their daughters well.
So they learned a long time ago how to run this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Anyway, I just love you guys. I appreciate you being so transparent and going out there and fighting a good fight. You're bringing a lot of education to people that didn't have a clue. You really are waking people up.
Thank you so much.
And I just speak the blessing of the Lord over you. I love you, and I watch your show every day.
All right, thank you. And we love you too. We appreciate it.
So before anybody tells about the finding the bodies, but having a burial at sea, I want you to make that make sense, okay? If you found the bodies, but why would you need to do a burial at sea where you can't? Okay, but they said they found bodies 100 and something feet down below in the fuselage. Okay, you went and they retrieved it, mind you. They said they retrieved the bodies, only to have a burial at sea.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dawn Marie O'Connor. Let me get another one. JFK Jr. was going to run for Senate against Hillary, president against Obama. He would have won. They put out a hit, love your truth, no fear, keep it going. Yeah, no fear here, baby. We are not fearful of putting out the truth. It is what it is. Thank you so much. Let's take another call. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Ted. How are y'all?
We are doing great, Ted. How you doing, man?
Good. Hey, I just, going to keep this real quick. I'm a on and off fan of your show. I don't mean on and off. I just mean I catch it on and off. I'm a true fan. But look, I don't think JFK is alive. I'm not one to say that. But what I am one to say is 3 years ago, I would have never suspected at all that pedophiles were at high elite levels within the government. And now that's a fact. So at the end of the day, you never know what's true. If something insane like that could be true, and you just never know. I'm here in Utah, in the Utah County, Provo, BYU area. District attorney in the Utah County area, he's under investigation by the Utah County Sheriff. You could look this up for ritualistic child sexual abuse ring going on here in Utah with a prominent ring of people. So, I'll keep it short and sweet, but as you guys know, you never know what could be true or not because there's just so much insane stuff out there.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, before you leave, I got a quick question for you. Are you an attorney? Yeah. Are you an attorney or an accountant?
No, I sell software.
You sell software?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, man, he sounds like an attorney.
He a salesman. That's what that voice is.
All right, man. We appreciate you calling.
I'm a slick talker.
Yeah.
Hey, and you guys are too. You guys got a great show. You guys are. I freaking love it. I haven't seen it in a while. But I'm just sitting at home right now eating dinner, and I saw you guys were on, and just wanted to check it out. Really appreciate what you guys do.
All right, man. Thanks. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. God bless. Take care.
Too. Yep.
Now, he does bring out a valid point, okay? That there are so many crazy things happening that you can't put anything past reality. I get it. That, if it does happen, will I be like, no way? I'll be like, really? Well, why? If it does happen, but I'm not sold on that being the truth.
Right. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Brad from Huntsville, Alabama. I'm Flame Train CBD in the comment section. Man, I tell you what, I've been waiting for somebody else to do a video about this whole body count. And I had a question for you guys too. Have you guys ever looked into the whole spirit cooking thing that Hillary is into and some of the videos that's been put out about all that stuff?
Can't talk about that. Can't talk about that.
Oh yeah, I ain't even thinking about that, man. My fault.
That's okay. I will tell you this much. Okay, that particular topic, I have addressed on Rumble. I have, and that's the only place. And I did it on my last channel. And I want to thank Corey for warning me before, and I didn't listen. Okay, it cost me my very first channel.
Man.
I went after it. I went headlong, and it killed my channel. So,
man, and y'all keep doing what you're doing, man, because you got a lot of people listening that wasn't listening before, man, and just much love and much respect to both of you guys.
All right. Thanks, man. We really appreciate that.
Okay, brother. You guys have a good one.
All right, you too. There is an African American young man named Danny Williams who claims Bill Clinton is his father. He does. I saw that. Yeah.
I've seen that guy.
I don't know about that.
I've seen that guy. In fact, now I got to go bring up his picture so people can see him.
Yeah, bring him up, man. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Michael, and I'm calling from Texas.
What's up, Mike? Hold on, Mike. Before you say this, I got to bring something up. I don't know if anybody else caught this except me. Merlin, did you notice that we are actually getting men called in now?
I know, right? I was thinking the same thing just the other day.
All right, man. What's up, Mike? How you feeling, man?
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm watching your show here. I watch it quite a bit. I like it. I think y'all doing some good work.
Thanks,
but my
man.
question is, how do those people keep getting away with that? If I was to do a little bit of that, boy, I'll be under the jail.
Oh man, please. They're gonna build a new one for you if you
Exactly.
Man, listen, man. It just goes to show. It just goes to show that people got people plugged, man. I gave him a name. It's called the Do Dirties. You know what I'm saying? So that's how. And I don't think it's nothing we can do about it. Yep, I don't think it is, man. It's over.
See, I work in a prison, and I see people get thrown in prison for a lot less.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I just
wanted to ask that question, and I think y'all the man.
Thanks, man. We really appreciate that, man.
I watch y'all every time y'all come on.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the support, brother. We really appreciate you.
There you go. What do you think? I can see the eyes. I can see the eyes. I can see the eyes. And the cheeks.
And the nose a little bit.
The nose a little bit. But past that. But then again, his mama he could have easily, it's a mix. It's a mix,
Well, here's the thing. It's one of those things that that's too, you know me, Marley. Now you know me. That's a little too loose for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all kind of people that do all kind of things for all different kind of reasons. And I would want more evidence to the picture. But I mean, but I can't say no, impossible. I can say I can see that it's possible, but I wouldn't dance on that. Nah, me and that bear can't dance until I get more evidence.
If mama shows up dead, it's probably true.
Yeah, there you go.
If mama shows up gone, I'm believing it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
No, he does have a plan to issue a paternity lawsuit. So I don't know if he'll actually have success with that or not. But
well, that'll tell the story.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it though. If I was, I wouldn't want to know my daddy.
He better be careful for he be on that list. We be doing another show. Yeah. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Mike.
Oh, they still Mike?
And I'm calling from Ohio.
Oh, okay. My fault. This is a different Mike. Okay. How you doing, Mike?
Okay. You're on the question of JFK Jr. There's a famous video out there of Robert Kennedy Jr. The one that's against the vaccine and that guy. And there's a video of him, and someone holds a poster up that says, "Is JFK alive? Please blink." And when he saw that, he blinked. Are you familiar with that?
When who saw it? Who blinked? Hello? Uh-oh. Are you there still? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you said okay, he put up the sign, he said, and if JFK Jr. is still alive, please blink. Who did he show the sign to, and who blinked?
It was Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the one who speaks out publicly against the vaccine. His cousin.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but that's one of those bears I don't want to dance with yet because I mean you got to blink. I mean, what was he supposed to do? So when he seen the sign, he was supposed to say, I mean, he got to blink. So I don't know about that one. So I don't know. I mean, I just know like a lot of people. Go ahead.
I've seen the video where they're talking to him and someone holds up a sign in the audience.
Oh, okay, Corey. No. It's even better than that. I got one even better.
Yeah. That's to me that was a sign.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Merlin got something. Stay tuned and check it out. Thanks for the support. Thanks for calling. Okay.
Okay. Love you
All
guys.
right, we love you too, brother.
Love your show.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you.
a lot.
Take care.
All right.
Okay. So I remember that episode, but it happened again later on a live. I think it was an Instagram live, it looks like. Apparently someone in the chat said, if he is alive, touch your nose. And he was reading, and you can see him reading, and he smiles and does this. So he does this, and it's not just, like he does this and puts his hand back down.
Well, see that's another bear. That's another bear.
I'm just saying, I found it. I'm looking at him thinking,
yeah.
He could be lying too.
He could just be messing around. That's why, because if it's that easy to get him to say it, then again, how come he wouldn't just pop up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, very interesting, but it's something to think about. But I just can't dance with that bear, right now. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is JJ from Texas.
What up, JJ? I got a brother named JJ. He crazy too, man. Something wrong with it.
Hey, man, I just want to say I'm impressed with, first off, that y'all are able to gather the information that you get, because I started looking into this way back in 2008, and there was a whole lot more information available that you could get. And what happened was that I started saving it, but when you go back and try to retrieve it, they then said this video is not available. They're not playing it now. So I gotta get shots out to you on the fact that y'all able to find some of this stuff today. Because trust me, they are trying to censor all this stuff and getting out to people.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm sorry, you made me think about something.
I would also like to say that list, that Clinton list, is extensive, man.
It is extensive.
I saw it back in 2008. That list of bodies is extensive. I don't even think y'all have any idea how many bodies there are out there.
Yeah, well, no, we don't.
But I just wanted to let you know that you definitely on the right track. But be careful.
All right, for sure, man. We are. We more secure than what you're thinking. We appreciate it.
All right, later.
All right. So we got. Let me see. His name is Daniel. His mom is a black sister too. You got to go and hear her video post. I saw it 6 years ago. RK Jr. did do that. I saw it too, Corey. You are not right. You are so behind. Still sleep. You are. There y'all go. There you go. See, and then when I say something back, I'm cocky. I'm gonna let it go, but I'm gonna tell you this.
Let it go.
Grammar. Grammar. Before you start talking about how slow somebody is, grammar. Okay. Hello. What's your name? What's your name and where you calling from?
Judy from Kentucky.
Hello. How you doing? What's on your mind today?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I love that Kentucky voice.
Tell you how much I enjoy your show.
Thank you.
And I just love it when you two start laughing. You have such a contagious laugh.
Thank you so much.
And I get to laughing, and I just love it when you all laugh. I think we all need to laugh more often.
We do. And you know what? Some of the people in the audience make it so easy.
I just had a quick question. How do you think that Mr. Trump has escaped death so far?
Because Mr. Trump is smart, and he been okay. So this is my answer, and then Martin, I'm pretty sure he got maybe a similar answer. We'll see when we get there. Trump know what he's dealing with. He see, people like to say that Trump is dumb and he this and that, but you just can't be dumb and get that far with what he's done. Like, he's made a bunch of major accomplishments, and with that you have to have a brain, because it's not, see, people think that any kind of business is always easy as what you can see, right? But it's multiple things going on behind the scenes that make this thing that you see relevant and puts it out there for you. So it's a lot of working parts, and he just know how to operate. He know how to orchestrate, and he's a very intelligent man. And so he even like the move he made. So you do know that he got He got security from the government for the rest of his life, but he hired his own security also. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what he faced. So he just a careful guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those guys that you know that if you touch him.
Thank you for allowing me to speak to you, and have a good evening, and keep on doing the good work you're doing.
All right, thanks a lot. You have a good day.
My view about how he's still around, you know that, okay.
Oh, she was looking for a different answer.
Yeah, no, some people are around because it's not their time to go nowhere.
Yeah.
You just around to do what you got to do, and you have to look. I keep wondering how Clinton's still alive.
Yeah, how they still alive? She next that.
How is Biden still walking? I just don't know how that's even possible. The man can barely get a normal sentence out. I don't know how his body is still mobile. Okay, so I just think some people are around because they have to be here for what they got to do. Is he anointed? I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that what he started to do needed to be done. Does he probably have more to get done from the position that he can have? I believe so. I just think he's okay. And God said this clearly. He is appointing kings. He can decide when they rise and when they fall, right? Good. So that means if you're going to rise, he has to keep you alive long enough to do what you got to do, which means he's going to put protections around you, right? So if he's protected, perfect. He is intelligent because he's going to keep it. He's not going to have just random people protecting him. He said, what the government said, that person? No, I'm going to have another person before that person even gets to me. I'm good. Thank you, though. So that's the way I see it. I think he is for a purpose. I don't think it's fully fulfilled yet. I think we still have more to see out of Mr. Trump. President, don't know. Influence, for sure. What that influence is going to be, I don't know. But I think he is protected. I think he is protected.
Good answer. But sorry, that's not the answer she was looking for. Okay.
Okay. Well, it's the answer I got.
Yeah, she wanted to
maybe.
say.
Hey, he's part of the cabal.
Yeah, that's what she. That's what I think.
He's part of the cabal. He's part of the NWO.
Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, fellas, how you doing? This is Ray calling from Wisconsin.
What's
happening? How you guys doing today?
Hey, man, Ray, we blessed, brother.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to touch on a couple things. First off, that son, the black son that he has, that is definitely his son. And if you do a little digging on that, he tells the story of how his mother was a lady of the street, a community lady. Mm-hmm. And Bill would pick her up and they would do what they did. And he came about, and before him and Hillary got married, he would send gifts on the boy's birthday and on holidays to the house. He would have because he's governor of Arkansas at the time, and he has his constituents send, gifts and different things to the house. But once he got with Hillary, all that shut down. She wasn't going for that.
Okay.
And when she ran in 2020, he surfaced, and he was at one of her campaign stops doing interviews. And if you just look at him talk and look at his mannerisms, and you do a side by side of him and Bill at that same age, there's no denying that he's Bill's son just on looks alone, and even the way he speaks, as far as the tone of his voice.
Okay, now that's a big one right there. Okay, that's something to look into. You got a point. I mean, we need to look into that.
Yeah, most definitely. And do you guys? I don't know what you guys' belief is on the flat Earth situation. How do you guys feel about that?
Okay, hold on, brother. Let me go first. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, the reason I say that is because Hillary, on numerous occasions, has spoke about cracking the ceiling and shattering the glass.
Uh-huh.
And if you know anything about how the flat Earth movement goes,
right,
that's what they've been trying to do with the Operation Fishbowl and different things. And she's one of the most important cogs to the cabal and how they move. That was part of the infiltration once George Bush Sr. declared the New World Order, is for them to get as many people, in power as they could. Right. She's really important to what they're trying to do. So they don't be surprised if they put her back out here in 2024 to run again. You know,
Oh, I can see that
just
clearly.
for that energy.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but thanks for the info. And when we hang up, I'm asking
no question.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, Marlon. In short, what's your thoughts on flat Earth?
There are some convincing things about it.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. That NASA has done enough to disprove their own credibility at times to me. So I can see that they're trying to hide something.
Right.
Whether it's flat, I don't know, but I know that what they've been putting out ain't
Yeah,
all factual.
we just don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Don't
Let
know.
me put it that way. Yeah, that's that on the flat Earth. But listen, ladies, our time is up. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you all tuning in. It was amazing. And just remember that those of you that came from Facebook, catch us on YouTube here like you are right now, because for the moment, at least for now, we will not be on Facebook. But we see we got a nice crowd here, and this is what we're looking for. So please like, share, and make sure before you go, you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will be the first to know when we set up a live show. So you won't miss it. You will not miss us. And listen, I'm lost for words. I can't explain how humbled we are by you guys' presence and all the participation and all that. We love it. We appreciate it. And we will see you again tomorrow. But for the meantime, wake up before you go to sleep. Peace. We out of here.